What's up, Grunts? I'm Shadow Grunt Mike. So if you're like me, your ELO is all over the place right now. When Jungle Cup first started, I was one set away from hitting veteran rank, and then in the first few days of Jungle Cup, my ELO tanked like 250 points. And then I made this team, and everything changed. And eventually it took me to veteran rank. So let's review why this team works so well, and then we'll take a look at the set where I hit veteran. So in the lead, we've got Onix, and Onix very simply just wins a lot of leads because it's really strong against poison types, strong against flyers, strong on bug, and it resists normal. And I don't have enough candy for a second move, so we're running single move Onix with Sand Tomb, but honestly, it's good enough. Now Onix has to look out for water type moves, ground type moves, and to some extent counters out there too, right? So to back up Onix, we've got Ducklet as a safe swap, and it resists water, fighting, and ground. It's got wing attack for any grass types like Cottonee, and bug types as well. And Bubble Beam is pretty decent coverage. And then of course we've got Brave Bird as a nuke option, and we do use this nuke option as you'll see in the battles. And then in the back we've got Cottonee with Razor Leaf. So if you go strictly by the numbers, I would say Charm is a better move, but in this case, Razor Leaf is a lot better because remember, it's backing up Onix against water and ground types, right? So Razor Leaf really makes a difference there against, say, Swinub or Stunfisk, and Charm doesn't really do super effective against the Pokemon in the Jungle Cup meta, right? I mean, there's a lot of poison types out there, not too many fighting types. The number one counter user is Vig, and it's a normal type. So that's the plan. Win the lead with Onix, otherwise have two good counters to Onix's weaknesses. All right, so that's the team, and now let's check out the matches. All right, so game one, we see a Cottonee in the lead, which is totally fine for Onix. There are a couple ways we could play this. I believe we win in the one shield, or we could let the Onix go down and come in and farm with Ducklet. And I think in this game, that's what I decide to do here. Yeah, so we let the Onix go. We come in with Ducklet. It's a really good farm, and we don't even have to shield. And in this case, they didn't even throw. So really, really good farm for us. And they come in with an Onix. So we have an energy advantage, which makes this a good matchup for Ducklet. Without an energy advantage, I think Onix has the advantage here. So we do double bubble beams, and then we come in and we Razor Leaf super fast, and the Onix doesn't even get to throw, and they come in with a Wooper, and it's totally over for them. So game one goes to us. And yeah, Razor Leaf was double super effective to two different Pokemon in that game. So really, really glad we had Razor Leaf there. Game two starts with Skorupi, which is again a great matchup for Onix. We do have to shield at least one Aqua Tail. So I think we let the first one through. We'll throw a Sand Tomb, which would do neutral damage, and I think they should just let this go because we're just going to shield the second Aqua Tail, but they want to go down a shield, so we have to do that too. We have to match shields, and then we can just farm down from there. So still a fine matchup for Onix, whether they shield or not. Out comes a Cottonee, so we're able to pull off a Sand Tomb to help out the Ducklet, who will come in and totally destroy this Cottonee with Wing Attack. Now, we have to make sure this Cottonee does not line up with our Cottonee, right? So to that end, we have to shield the Ducklet here because we don't want the Ducklet to get within farm down range. So they bring in an Onix, and I didn't have to throw this Bubble Beam, actually totally unnecessary because we could beat this Onix just with Razor Leaf. But they get a Sand Tomb off. We're able to finish off the Onix, and now it's our Cottonee versus theirs. They obviously, this is a better matchup for them, but we have the Ducklet in the back, so it's totally fine. So we expect to lose this, and then we'll come in and we will wrap up with Ducklet. But actually, our Cottonee takes the other Cottonee down with it, so very hype. I did not think that was gonna happen. So, okay, game three starts with Ducklet, which is great lead for Onix again. They switch in Stunfisk, and this is why we have Razor Leaf. Because without Razor Leaf, we would have no answer for Stunfisk. But because we have Razor Leaf now, we actually win in the zero shield, which is exactly what we're going to do here. So we're not going to shield the rock slides, and we just farm this thing all the way down. So that's why we need Razor Leaf on Cottonee. And yeah, so we get to pull off a Grass Knot at this Ducklet, which does a decent amount of damage. We'll bring in our Onix. And at this point, we will shield the Bubble Beam because, I mean, we still have 2 shields and there's only 1 more Pokemon left after Ducklet. So it's a Pikachu Libre. Okay. I love that this thing is in Little Jungle Cup. I think that's super hype. We throw a Sand Tomb and they block it. Here, I think they're going to bait, but it's totally not a bait. And Onix eats a Flying Press, which was very, very, very super effective. So now Ducklet can finish off this Pikachu here. We just have to shield the Thunder Punch, and we can totally take down the rest of this Ducklet here. So this game goes to us. Even though we let a Flying Press through, we were still able to win that. Okay, this is game 4, and this starts with a Wooper, which is really bad for us. So we have to switch into Ducklet, and out comes a Vig, which is totally not an answer to Ducklet. So we're able to just Wing Attack and Bubble Beam, and we're totally fine here. We'll shield once if we have to, but we'll let the first one through. And for sure they'll get to another Body Slam, so we have to shield this one. But I think from here it's actually farmable. Perfect. So really clean farm there. Out comes a Wooper. We're just gonna Brave Bird this Wooper now because we really want it out of the way. And it lands so juicy, and out comes a giant moth. I don't even know the name of this thing, but we Bubble Beam it right away, and out comes Onix now to Rock Throw it. It is using Confusion, so it's doing neutral damage to us. So we have to, well, I don't know if we had to shield that, but we're gonna Rock Throw down, and out will come the Wooper. And at this point, I think there's enough Pokemon on my team that can beat this Wooper, so I think we're totally fine here. And actually, the Onix is able to take it down on its own. We can eat 1 Mud Bomb, and yeah, so nice job, Onix. We were able to overcome that that lead loss because they threw in a Vig as a safe swap, and we were totally ready for that. So in game 5 here, we see a Swinub, which is bad for us. We have to switch in Ducklet. We'll be doing and taking neutral damage here. And they switch in a Drifloon. So we really want to win a switch here. So we're just going to go right for Brave Bird, and it totally lands and takes out that Drifloon, which is awesome. And now we even get to pull off a Bubble Beam on this Swinub, which is great. And after Ducklet goes down, we definitely throw in Cottonee. And again, this is why we have Razor Leaf, because we need the coverage that the Grass-type move can provide. So we're able to farm down the Swinub. Out comes a Skorupi, which would eat the Cottonee alive. So we throw in Onix because we really want to get the Sand Tomb off as soon as possible, right? This is their last Pokemon, so we just want to make sure that that we get the Sand Tomb off and get the defense drop as soon as we can, because Cottonee is going to need it if it's going to help beat this Skorupi. So we get the Sand Tomb off. They block it, but that's okay because we got the defense drop. Onix tries to Rock Throw down, but we fall short by 1 move. And from here, even Cottonee can beat the Skorupi. So GG's there. And yeah, we just went 5-0 with this team, guys. Really, really good coverage, don't you think? Onix wins the lead most of the time. And then if we need to switch out of Onix because there's a Ground, Water, or Fighter, we have 2 answers to Ground, Water, and Fighter. So I feel like it's a pretty airtight game plan. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? And let me know if you try this team. I'm curious to know how you do with it. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in my live stream. Peace.